Alright, so this is just going to be a short video on one particular question on sketching inequalities. So I'm just going to write down the question first. The question is sketch x plus y is less than or equal to 8, 3x plus 5y is less than 30, x is greater to or equal to 0, and y is greater than or equal to 0. Alright, so when we're asked to sketch these four inequalities, the first step I like to do is I like to get all these four equations, so I'm going to label these as 1, 2, 3, 4, into some sort of way, perhaps maybe gradient intercept method, also general linear form. So with this question, what's going to happen is I want to get y by itself. So what happens is y is equal to 8 minus x for this particular question. Now for this next question, I'm just going to do a bit of rearranging. So we get 5y is less than 30 minus 3x, and so y is less than 6 minus 3 on 5x. And so for this question, that just stays as x is greater than or equal to 0 and y is greater than 0. So now I've got my four equations here. I've got 1, I've got 2, I've got 3, and I've got 4. I want to sketch these all on the same plane. So what we're going to do is first we need to actually sketch the lines rather than inequalities. So what I mean by that is I'm actually going to be sketching y is equal to 8 minus x. I'm going to be sketching y is equal to 6 minus 3 on 5 x, and I'm going to be sketching x is equal to 0 and then y is equal to 0. So these are the four lines I'm going to be sketching. So let's have a look how we would sketch those four different lines. Let's draw up an axis. So the first line I want to be drawing is y is less than or equal to 8 minus x, and we turn that into y is equal to 8 minus x. So the first step I'm going to use is I'm going to use gradient intercept method. I'm going to use xy intercept method. So I'm going to let x equal 0. If I let x equal 0, we get y is equal to 8. So our coordinates for that one is 0, 8. My next question is let y equal 0. And so if I let y equal 0, I get x is equal to 8. And so my coordinates for this one will be 8, 0. So I'm going to plot that on a graph now. So this is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so this is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. So my first point is here. My next point is here. All I need to do now is just join the lines. So just join the lines. Join the lines. Just so you know, it's a lot harder doing this on computer. Anyway, so that's my first line. This is my first line, which is y is equal to 8 minus x. Now I need to draw my second line. My second line in this case is y is less than 6 minus 3 on 5x. So I'm going to, again, maybe use gradient intercept method for this one, or no, I'll use xy intercept method. So I'm going to let x equal 0. And so when I let x equal 0, we get y is equal to 6. So my point for that one is 0, 6. Next one is let y equal 0. And if I let y equal 0, I get 0 is equal to 6 minus 3 on 5x. 6 is equal to 3 on 5x. 30 is equal to 3x. X is equal to 10. So I get my point, 10, 0. Alright, so that point should be a bit further out here. So I'm just going to use a different color. So this is going to be blue. So my y-intercept, my first point is here, and my next point is here. So again, joining the lines. Okay. You know what, I'm just going to redraw this because this is absolutely terrible. It's a bit harder on this tablet. Okay. And so the next thing we need to do is we need to recognize the conditions that we have with the x and the y-axis. So I'm just going to quickly redraw this one too. Cool. Now, my third line will be, I need to draw my third line, which is x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0 will be along this line here. So it's going to be a vertical line. Along the 0 axis. And my fourth line is going to be green. My fourth line will be y is equal to 0. So in this case, it'll be a horizontal line on the x-axis. Now let's look at all the conditions once again. So this original line was actually y is greater to or equal to 0. And this line was actually x is greater than or equal to 0. So let's look at all the conditions now. This line is y is equal to 6 minus 3 on 5x. Y is less than 8 minus x. So this is our line here. Y is equal to 8 minus x. We want everything below this line, because everything below this red line is less than y. Everything above this line is greater than y. So I actually want all this region right here shaded. Okay, I'm not going to do that just yet though. We're going to look at line number 2. So line number 2 is the blue line. It says y is less than 6 minus 3 on 5x. So if we have a look at the line here, we can see that everything below the line is actually what we want. And everything above the line would be y is greater than. So now I've got two restrictions. I actually want this section right here. And you can see I didn't highlight anything past this red point because I was already restricted under this line. If I wasn't restricted under the red line, I would color it in all the way through to this point. But in this case, since we also have the restriction that x is greater than 0, so everything's going to be above this green line, and y is greater than 0, so that means everything's going to be to the right of this yellow line. This point right here is just the region that I require. So all we need to do now is just say required region. Hopefully this does help you